will see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 8.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKinney. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a handoff up the middle. Nelson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 85 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Herbert on 1st down now. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Eckler now between the tackles. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, what a move. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Back to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Carr completes it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Back to throw again. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now Carr again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Johnson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Justin Herbert. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there at 22.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert back to the air. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, he fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. On play action, it's Carr. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Caught outright by Renfro. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
Carr now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, it's Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Joey Bosa in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger offense making their way back out there.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there.
But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
2nd down and 3.
Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 39 yards.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and make sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
He's got Renfro on the out route.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Carr now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it out to his left.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
To the air again, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these 2 teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chargers, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.